Well, hello everybody, and welcome to another edition of Pensacola Wants to Know. Folks, today we got another great show and what's going on in this community. We got the CEO of the Gulf Coast uh, Chamber of Commerce, Mr. Brian Wire. Good evening, Brian. How are you doing today?
Great. How are you doing today, Mr. Watson?
I am doing well. And today he has a guest with him is Mrs. Deidre Thompson. Deidre, how are you doing today?
I'm doing great, and how about you?
I'm doing well. I'm doing well, y'all. We got a great show every year. Brian, the Gulf Coast Chamber hosts a supplier diversity exchange, and that's what we are doing today. We're going to talk about the 2025 supplier diversity change. Uh, Brian, I want to start off with you. Tell us a little bit about this year's 2025 supply diversity. Then we're going to get into some more specifics of it, if you will. Okay.
Yes, sir. And the Pensacola Supplier Development Exchange for 2025 is hosted by the City of Pensacola, partnering with the Office of Management Services out of Tallahassee. Our chamber helps to support both those organizations with bringing here to Pensacola. And it's really a great chance for businesses to know more about how they can do bids and contracts and build relationship with government entities. So they have relationships with city, county, state agencies, as well as people in the region that help to support their businesses.
Okay. And this is something you do annually, right? Y'all do annually.
Yes, sir. Me and Deidre have been doing this for a few years now. And before that, we had the previous person to manager also being involved in it. And it takes place once a year. It takes place in our region, and we're the only one in this region to host it. So the nearest ones beside our area is Jacksonville or Tallahassee. They have some in Orlando, Tampa, Miami area, but there's only a few across the whole entire state. We're fortunate to have it here in Pensacola.
Okay, then. Very good. Very good. Deidre, the Pensacola is one of the primary sponsors of it. Could you tell us a little about the city's involvement?
Yes, the city is involved. We reach out to the state and know that they, go around the region putting on this event and see when there's a good opportunity for them to come over here. And usually it's this year we moved it up to August to, really just see if we can get more people involved as far as agencies. And they come on board. And right now, I believe we have about 27 agencies that's involved. Am I correct, Brian? Around that many.
Yeah,
That
27 agencies.
vendors can walk around and talk to the table to talk to us, the businesses, small business that can come and talk to us. The city in Pensacola is very heavily involved, and we have it reserved at the Sanders Beach Resource Center.
Okay.
And Mr. Watson, Deidre's being very, very modest and humble with this. She does so much planning for it. She reserves the space for us at Sanders, which the city facilitates. She helps to bring on board the vendors and sponsors for the food trucks outside in the parking lot. She reaches out to all the connections she has across the area to help pool those agencies to come in and do the vendor tabling work. So she is very, very involved, and she does a lot of great work with it. So she's being humble about how much she's involved. So thank you so much, Deidre, for all your support.
You're welcome, Brian. I know I pull it all together. Brian's right there with me, and we talk pretty much weekly about the event. So we're working with that hand in hand, and maybe it's reaching out to the vendors, reaching out to the agencies. I'm still emailing and inviting people to come to the event as much as I can. Spoke to Brian earlier and want more people to be there and sign up to attend.
Okay. Now, what would one needs to do and how would they register for this event?
Well, you can register online going to Pensacola Supplier Development Exchange 2025 through Eventbrite. But we also encourage people just to show up at the door. If you want to just show up at any part of the day, the event's from 9 to 2 o'clock with panel discussions and people talking in the morning time. We're going to have a greeting from the mayor's office. We'll have some Florida Power and Light saying a welcome to it in the morning. And then from 11 to 12, we'll have the actual time you can go out to the parking lot and meet some wonderful food vendors and get your lunch. And then from 12 to 2 is the highlight, where you get a chance to walk around and meet these various table members, talk with them, and build connections. But the nice part is that you can go out the whole entire day. You can meet all the other businesses around the community, 200 or so businesses that are there, and build connections and bonds with people walking around the room and wanting to do the same thing that you do. The best way to register is go online to Eventbrite, Pensacola Supplier Development Exchange, and register there. But if not, show up at the door, and we're happy to have you at any time to be involved in an event.
Okay, Brian, do me a favor, if you will, turn your volume down just a little bit because you're feeding back into it, if you will. And then while you're doing that, let's tell everybody exactly where it's going to be at. I know it'll be every year is usually at the same location because I've been participating with it for the last 3 or 4 years, and you could share with them exactly where and what time they should show up for the event.
Yes, that Pensacola Development, the Supplier Development Exchange will be held at the Saunders Beach Kareem Jones Resource Center, and that is at 913 South I Street here in Pensacola, Florida. That's 32503. And again, that's at 913 South I Street. And it's from 9 a.m. until 2 p.m. And as Brian said, if you don't register online, you can also register at the door. And this event is free.
Okay. You said it's going to be at 8, starting at 9 a.m. Registration is probably a little bit earlier than that. What to get there? The event starts at right on time at 9 a.m. But if they're going to come in and get registered, you're probably going to get registered a little bit earlier, huh?
Correct. We'll be there at 8 o'clock. We will be there. And okay. Making sure everything is set up and you can come and register and get your seat.
Alrighty then, very good.
And network with other vendors.
Now, with how did this all get started, Brian and Deidre? That's a great idea.
It got started as the Pensacola Supplier Diversity Exchange, where it really was geared towards helping minority and small businesses. Over the course of the last few years, it evolved more to a supplier development exchange, really going beyond a focus specifically towards minority businesses, but to all businesses. With the changes that have taken place over the last few years, there was definitely an effort to make sure that we reach out to all businesses in any sizes to be involved. And it came about from a need for businesses to get registered with the city, the county, the state, and do more business. Data shows that many of our businesses, especially the smaller ones, do not have contracts and bids and are winning the arrangements to make money and win money from the state. So the whole idea is to get them more connected, put a face with a name, trade off business cards, and then find ways to get involved with government contracting. Deidre, that explained it pretty well?
Yes, you did. And I just wanted to name a few businesses, agencies that's going to be there. We have, of course, the City of Pensacola, University of West Florida, Pensacola State College, Santa Rosa School District, Santa Rosa County School District, City of Niceville will be there. Emerald Coast Utility Authority, known as ECUA, will be there. We have the Department of Business and Professional Regulations will be there. Florida Department of Law Enforcement. We have them all there. So that's just the name of a few that's going to be there. And we look forward to having vendors to come and talk to them, walk around the tables and tell how you can do business, see what they can do for you and you do for them.
What can they expect once they get there, Deidre?
Well, we will have the state of Florida will be there to greet them. They'll be handing out pamphlets. They'll be there. If you're not a registered vendor, they're bringing a team of people to get you registered as a state vendor. So they'll be there. They're bringing in at least 10 to 15 people to help you get registered, let you know what it is to be a registered vendor with the state of Florida and how to bid on contracts. They'll be there to assist you with that process, what to look for that. They'll have their computers, their technology, just to sit there and talk with you one-on-one. So it's a great event with the state bringing their people here to help you get registered with them, to tell you all the ways to get around things, and let you know where to look for things on the computer,
Okay.
and you'll have a contact person.
All right. Now, I guess we need to get into the history of this and why this is important. Because in order for you to do the business with any county agency or city agency or state agency, a lot of times you need to know, first of all, how to manage that process. Because government agencies has a kind of a methodical process you have to go through, and when you don't know it, you just don't know it. And so I applaud you for having this because I think it helps a lot of small businesses and particularly minority businesses to help navigate through that process on how to get registered. And sometimes you even have to be registered and certified and so forth to be in there. Am I on the right track, Deidre?
Yes, and there was a small little program last night, and what I tell people here at the city of Pensacola, the purchasing department here, if a bid is out there and you're new to the process, you can contact us and we'll work with you one-on-one the processes that needed. Each agency has their own processes and bid policies and procedures, and so does the city. We all don't have the same exact policies and procedures, but they follow the same format. So that's a way to get there, to talk about it, to find out about it, the bid processes, the RFQ, the request for qualifications, request for proposals, and also the invitation to bid processes and the quote process. Each of us are there to help you, and we'll tell you the processes, where to look for, how to be enrolled, and how to log on to our systems to bid on projects. We
Okay.
want you to be a part of the city of Pensacola, and all of us who are registered there, actually, not you.
Yeah. Now, as I understand it now, even though the city of Pensacola, and I applaud them for taking the lead on this project, but I understand that there are many other governmental agencies there. As I know, when I attended last year, you had the state representatives there, you had the folks from the school board, you had the folks from the county, from many different agencies, and they all, in their own right, have their own processes and procedures that you need to be able to know and understand. And that's what the real value of this exchange is. Brian, talk about what when they come there. I know we got a morning session, then we got lunch, then we have a session after that. Talk to us about the process that we're going to go through once we get there on August 28th. Am I correct? 9 p.m. August 28th. Okay. What can you talk to me about that?
Yeah, Deidre mentioned earlier what happens was when guests come in, we register them at the door. They come into the room. We'll have some coffee, some morning pastries for them, a little fruit, and they get a chance to walk around the room, network, and meet people. Starting at 9:30, we have the government presentations where we're going to have different agencies from Small Business Development Center to the Haas Center to the state agencies briefly describe their roles and their ability to work with the local community. Also, a chance for people to ask questions and get answers what they may have that's involved in that process. Then we move to the lunch portion of the day, right around 11 o'clock, where people can go out to the food trucks and get a chance to have some lunch. And the whole entire time is all focused around networking, meeting people, talking to people and businesses in the room, and then having a face-to-face interaction with the actual vendors. This is the state's chance to go out and meet the community. Oftentimes, Pensacola and Northwest Florida is forgotten across the whole state, to be honest with you. People don't really recognize or acknowledge us. So the state really wanted to come out and reach all parts of the community. They chose Pensacola as the area for this entire region. And it's their way of making sure they put a face and they put a familiarity of the process around what's going on in our community. And us adding all the regional agencies is really helpful because that also provides people more of a local flair to get their jobs done in that way. A lot of the different supplier development events across the state are done differently. Some are done on university campuses. Some are done with an emphasis toward entrepreneurs or certain types of businesses, but we're opening it up for everybody. You can be a huge corporation that want to serve as a general contractor and get some subcontractors underneath you. You can be a brand new business who's just starting out who want to build connections and meet people in the room, and then long term want to see how they businesses can get government bids and contracts. But it's a very informal, casual environment. We try to have some fun. We try to ensure everyone has a good time. We try to make sure people get a chance to just get involved and meet people. Last night, Deidre mentioned we had an event here in our chamber atrium, and people, the new businesses that came just really emphasized the fact that they don't really feel connected. They feel nervous about explaining their businesses to people. They have challenges with back office processes, understanding how things work. And Deidre did a great job last night of explaining it and breaking it down to them what the steps are to get their businesses registered with the city. So that's the whole idea behind this, is a chance to demystify some of the things that people think that are confusing or hard and break them down and make them easier for those businesses. You may be on mute, Mr. Watson. I can't really hear you.
I am on mute. Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah. I believe that it is a great opportunity for minority businesses and veterans businesses and women businesses to get information and learn about their opportunity. Now, are there certain, I used to be a day, but you need to educate me now, because you used to have to be certified, to be a certified minority business or women business or whatever. If that requirement remains, can you help them do it? If it does,
I'll let Deidre cover that answer for us. She's an expert in that area. Deidre.
But you wanted to know if they have to be certified to attend or anything?
No. Is that still a requirement to be a certified minority business, a certified woman business, a certified veterans business? Are those requirements remain? If it is, how do they get registered?
No, it is not a requirement to do business here with the city of Pensacola, but we do have applications online that you can, get and complete to be a certified small business with the city, and also to be a minority business with the city. And all of that information is listed on the City of Pensacola purchasing website, the applications and how to become minority certified as well.
Okay,
and if
Mr.
anyone
Watson,
wants,
yes.
And Mr. Watson, one of the things is really any business can do work with the city, the county, the state. But if you get yourself certified in one of those minority categories, whether it be women, veterans, minorities by race, it just helps to provide a listing for people to go onto the state website of vendors and be able to see which businesses and vendors they may want to target more of. It allows the ability for people to get certified and to get a kind of a chance to be in a pool where people can go and search out specifically if they want to deal with more minorities in certain areas. The veteran community is very tight, and the veteran communities love to have and support other veterans. The minority community is very supportive of each other. So this gives you a chance to get certified in those areas that will allow you the ability to kind of stand out in a ranking of those that are more like you or have some of the similar challenges, some similar opportunities. So getting certified is a process that's really helpful because it allows you to be placed in a category where people may want to seek you out specifically.
Yeah, Deidre, do you have to be certified in each area? Does one certification cover it all? If I happen to be an African American female and just happen to be a veteran, do I need three separate certifications, or do I need just one certification?
well, when you're applying for a particular job, let's say, we're not looking for your certifications. You're going to just select the areas in which you can provide business to the city. If we're seeking you, we'll put in that commodity code, or even with the state, they'll certify you and ask you for the documentation, whether you're certifying with the state or certifying with the city of Pensacola. again, we both have our own processes and things that we look for and speak to you.
Okay. Now, when opportunities come available, now by attending this workshop, do y'all maintain a list? How does one know when opportunities come available? Do you send out emails to various businesses, or do they have to?
Yes.
How do they learn about it? Yeah.
Yes. We do two things, a couple of things here at the city of Pensacola. When we issue a bid and we make it known to the public, we advertise in the North. We advertise in the Pensacola News Journal for 2 weeks straight. We also pull up the commodity codes. Let's say it's for lawn services.
Okay.
If we have 80 people registered to complete lawn services here for the city of Pensacola, we'll take that commodity code and email it to all registered vendors at the same time. All of this was released on the same day, and also we send it to our public information officer, and he also notify people that bid is out there.
Okay, for no other good reason, that's a good reason to go, because once you get signed up, you'll know what's available. Because if I sign up, everything come in the video business, you'll send me an email, so I don't have to. Oh, that's great. Super.
Right, correct. And we also place bids on Central Bidding, another purchasing website that we have, also on Demand Star. So we notify great deal of people at the same time.
Very good.
Yeah, and also businesses like for the county, for example, you get registered with the county, you put in what commodity codes you want, and all of their systems kind of have a way of identifying what kind of bids you want to receive. If they send out bids to all businesses for everything, it would just be an overload of information. But you can target specifically and say, hey, I do landscaping. I do this type of landscaping. I do this type of business. I do this type of concrete. And you'll get only those bids that apply to that category. And that's why Deidre and the county always emphasize it's very important to put in what categories you do the work in so that you receive those right bids. There was one case where one business went in and they weren't getting any emails. They were very upset about it. It's not with the city, but they were very upset and very concerned. They couldn't understand why they weren't getting anything. The person looked into the system and they chose the wrong category codes for them. So they never would have got those emails. They selected the right codes and bam, emails started hitting them, and it gave them a fair opportunity to compete against those jobs as everyone else that they wouldn't receive normally.
Okay. Now, so I think that's the beauty of this exchange. They're going to get information in the morning about all different agencies that's available and their process and how to apply and what to do. But in the afternoon, Brian, I understand you're going to have, that's when the exchange, when you get a chance to go one-on-one to each one of those vendors and learn by individual processes. Am I correct about that?
Yeah, the most important part, like I said, throughout the entire day, is just to network and meet people. But when you have the opportunity to come to a purchasing manager for the Department of Transportation from Tallahassee that's in the area, meet that person and talk to them one-on-one and get a face with a name and tell them your story and hear what they have to provide for you, that's invaluable knowledge. In the past, we had people fly in from Miami. We had people from New York come in a year or two ago, Louisiana, Texas. Different states, because this is their one chance to hit those state agencies and get familiar with their areas. Last year, we had a group of about 5 individuals that came in from Louisiana that was starting out new in Florida, and they wanted to get a chance to meet the people that's involved in our area and also make connections with the state people. They said it gained great value because if not for that, they would have had to gone to Tallahassee and go from office to office to office and hopefully meet a person to get a relationship. They met the top person in that purchasing area right here in our area and then met 200 other businesses around the room and 25 more tables that they visited they wouldn't have gotten done normally. It saved them time, money, and it saved them the ability of being in an awkward situation. You know, these days, we all get cold call emails, we get cold call phone calls, and you're scared to pick up your phone to know that you may be being scammed from a business. When you see them face to face and you talk with them, you know it's legitimate, you know it's verified, and you know they want to seek your knowledge out. So it's a very safe, good environment that you won't get from just calling somebody out of the blue these days.
Yeah, another beauty of the networking that not only are you all be able to network with different vendors, but with each other. When I learned that I learned when I get there, a lot of businesses I didn't know even existed that you can deal with one another, and so
Yeah.
that is certainly is a great opportunity to start networking with one another in town and out of town
Yeah,
as
and
well.
that's a quick word of thanks, Mr. Watson. I want to thank you too for being there. You were there, been there for the last couple of years. You recorded. We always make a joke in the morning time that, hey, gonna ask to make sure your hair is pretty and make sure you look good because Mr. Watson gonna have you on TV. But you being there says a whole lot too for our community to have you there out and making that connection. And like I said, see people. I think I know people in town. I think I have a good networking. But when I see people at that event that I'd never seen before, never heard of before, the ones that are struggling starting out, the ones that do really well that I had no clue they did this, it really is
Yeah,
valuable. The only way you're going to get your business to grow and meet people is a network. And having you there and spreading the word for us, having this show is really helpful because you can help get the word out to more people that we need to be serviced in our area.
absolutely. And then it's a great opportunity for new businesses to come and get their information out to the community as well as to the agencies that might be available to them. Folks,
Yeah, I always tell people too that the food trucks we got Tracy's Cherish Correct Creations, we got Blessed Berry Bowl, we got Jordan Valley Cafe Truck, we got the Bureau Taco Truck. We got also Arlene's Barbecue. So if anything, come on out, get some good food in the parking lot at lunchtime, sit around, talk to some folks, and get a chance to
That's
just
right.
get a chance to know other people in your community. I mean, it's really important to have those connections. And Deidre's done a wonderful job picking some great vendors for food in our parking lot. And we actually have fun. I think people have
yeah,
fun when they come to the event. They have fun of handing out business cards, having their name tags on, and it's a good time. And I just encourage anyone out there, when in doubt, just show up any time of the day, and you're going to gain some good stuff out of coming to the event.
yeah. One of the better things about it, Brian, you help supplement their lunch for the last couple of years.
Lunch.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's good.
yeah, Florida Power and Light's been very supportive this year, so we're going to have either a kind of a voucher system, or if it gets down to coordination becomes a challenge, it'll be $10 in cold cash at least to help you out a little bit for that. So uh, we've been very lucky to have great people to help support and sponsor us. We're going to have coffee in the morning from PJ's Coffee, and we're going to work on some different little snack vendors. So it's a good chance to come out. Like Deidre said, it's free.
Yeah,
It's some of the most valuable time you'll get out of your day for your investment of time.
absolutely. Deidre and Brian, we only got a couple of minutes here, but I'm going to give Deidre an opportunity to say something before we get out of here from the city of Pensacola. And then, Brian, you can wrap it up when she's finished, okay?
Anyone listening to this recording, please come out to the Pensacola Supplier Development Exchange. Again, it'll be on August 28th from 9 until 2 p.m. And that is Sanders Beach Jones Resource Center. And that is at 913 South I Street. And that's here in Pensacola, Florida. If you're a business owner, please come, small or large. If you're thinking about opening up a business or considering it, or just in the baby steps, have just started your business, please come out to see what we have to offer and network, network, network. This is the time to do it. And again, this is all free.
Brian?
Deidre did an amazing job. That was wonderful, Deidre. You got a wonderful way of selling the event. My last words is just come on out and have some fun. It's going to be the best investment of your time and energy for a one-day event that we're having in place for it. Come out and see us, network. Don't be shy. Get a chance to meet some folks. And let's make sure that the state of Florida knows that Pensacola and our region cares about economic development. We care about businesses. The more people we have out there, and we have our biggest amount of attendees so far this year, 245 so far, 27 tables. This is the biggest event that we've had so far in the last few years. And come on out, just make sure you do things for your business, but also do things for our state and our community by showing up and being there.
All right.
I
I
expect
appreciate it. Deidre, go ahead, Deidre. I'm sorry.
I want to see 500 out there.
All righty then. I hope so. All right, y'all. We'll see you on August the 28th, 9 p.m.
Exactly.
down at the Sanders Beach Kareem Jones Center for the 2025 Pensacola Supply Development Exchange. Pensacola, thank you for watching, and we'll see you again on another edition of Pensacola Wants to Know. Thank you.